Dear students, welcome to you all. Today I am going to discuss about derivatives of a composite function and inverse trigonometric functions. First we discuss derivatives of a composite function. If y is a function of t and t is a function of x, that is y equal to ft and t equal to phi x, then y equal to hx equal to f of phi x. In such case, we can differentiate y with respect to t only, and t can be differentiated with respect to x only. In order to get the value of dy by dx, we use the following rule called chain rule. Now we discuss about chain rule. If y is a function of t defined by y equal to ft and t is a function of x defined by t equal to gx, then y is a function of x, that is y equal to f of gx equal to fog of x, and dy by dx equal to dy by dt into dt by dx, provided ft and gx are differentiable functions. Dear students, it is sometimes helpful to think about the chain rule this way. Since y equal to ft and we differentiate y with respect to t, we get dy by dt equal to f dash t. T is equal to gx, therefore dt by dx equal to g dash x. Y is equal to f of gx from above, therefore dy by dx equal to f dash gx into g dash x. Therefore dy by dx is equal to f dash t into g dash x. Here in place of gx we put t, because gx is equal to t. Therefore putting the values of f dash t and g dash x, we get dy by dx equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. Now we discuss about generalization of chain rule. If y is a function of t, t is a function of u and u is a function of x, then dy by dx equal to dy by dt into dt by du into du by dx. Dear students, the above rule can be extended to any number of functions. Now we discuss about solution of questions of exercise 5.2 from NCERT. Differentiate the following functions with respect to x. Question number 1, sin x square plus 5. Question number 7, 2 into square root of cot x square. Using chain rule, we have let y equal to sin x square plus 5. putting x square plus 5 equal to u. Therefore y equal to sin u, and differentiate y with respect to u, we get dy by du equal to cos u, and putting the value of u, we get cos x square plus 5. Again we differentiate u with respect to x, we get du by dx equal to 2x. Therefore according to chain rule, dy by dx equal to dy by du into du by dx, and this is equal to cos x square plus 5 into 2x. Therefore finally we get dy by dx equal to 2x cos x square plus 5. Now we find the solution of question number 7, 2 square root of cot x square. Again we suppose y equal to 2 square root of cot x square, putting cot x square equal to u and x square equal to v. Therefore y equal to 2 square root of u, and if we differentiate y with respect to u, we get dy by du, and finally this is equal to 1 by square root of u. Implies that dy by du is equal to 1 by square root of u, and finally we get dy by du equal to 1 by square root of cot x square. Again we have u is equal to cot x square, therefore u is equal to cot v, since v equal to x square. Therefore du by dv equal to minus cosec square v, and this is equal to minus cosec square x square. Therefore du by dv is equal to minus cosec square x square. Again we have v is equal to x square, and we differentiate v with respect to x, we get dv by dx is equal to 2x. So according to chain rule, dy by dx equal to dy by du into du by dv into dv by dx, and putting all these values from above, we get dy by dx is equal to minus 2x into cosec square x square by square root of cot x square. Dear students, this is also an answer, but in NCERT it is given minus 2 root 2x by sin x square into square root of sin 2x square. How it is possible? We have simplified below, that is minus 2x cosec square x by square root of cot x square can be written as minus 2x by sin square x square into square root of cot x square, and we multiply by root 2 in numerator and denominator, we get minus 2 root 2x by sin square x square into square root of 2 cot x square. Again we write cot x square as cos x square by sin x square, and this is equal to minus root 2 minus 2 root 2x by minus 2 root 2x into square root of sin x square by sin square x square into square root of 2 cos x square, and this is equal to minus 2 root 2x by sin x square into square root of 2 sin x square cos x square, and 2 sin x square cos x square we can write sin 2x square. So finally we get dy by dx equal to minus 2 root 2x by sin x square into square root of sin 2x square. Dear students, now we discuss about derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. Dear students, we remark that inverse trigonometric functions are continuous functions, but we will not prove this. Now we find the derivatives of these functions. First, prove that d by dx of sin inverse x equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus x square, where x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Dear students, already we know that the domain of sin inverse x is closed interval minus 1 to 1 and range is closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. But here it is given that x belongs to open interval minus 1 to 1 and corresponding y also belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, because if we take closed interval, that is minus 1 to 1, and therefore corresponding y will also belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. In that case cos y will be 0, which is not possible. So we take x belongs to open interval minus 1 to 1. Now we supposed here y is equal to sin inverse x, where x belongs to open interval minus 1 to 1 and corresponding y also belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore x is equal to sin y, and we differentiate x with respect to y, we get dx by dy equal to cos y, which is greater than 0. Already we have discussed, since y belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore dx by dy equal to square root of 1 minus sin square y, because cos y can be written as square root of 1 minus sin square y, and this is equal to square root of 1 minus x square. And now taking reciprocal of dx by dy, we get 1 by dx by dy, and this is equal to dy by dx equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. Therefore d by dx of sin inverse x equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. Similarly, we can find the derivatives of remaining inverse trigonometric functions. The following table gives the derivatives of the remaining inverse trigonometric functions, and you can learn from the table. Now we discuss about the solution of the questions of exercise 5.3 from NCERT. Question number 7. Sin square y plus cos xy equal to pi find dy by dx. Dear students, this question related to implicit function. Therefore, how can we find dy by dx? Let's start here. Differentiating both sides with respect to x, we have 2 sin y cos y dy by dx plus cos xy, we get minus sin xy. Again xy is differentiated using product rule, we get first function x into dy by dx of second, that is y, plus second function y into d by dx of x, we will get 1. So we get 2 sin y cos y dy by dx minus x sin xy dy by dx minus y sin xy equal to 0. Taking dy by dx as a common, we get 2 sin y cos y minus x sin xy dy by dx is equal to y sin xy. Therefore, dy by dx equal to y sin xy by sin 2y minus x sin xy. Now, we discuss the solution of one more questions of this exercise, that is question number 14, as y equal to sin inverse 2x into square root of 1 minus x square, where minus 1 by square root of 2 less than x less than 1 by square root of 2. Find dy by dx. Dear students, in this type of questions, sometimes it becomes essential to first simplify the function by using substitution and trigonometric identities, which are highly useful in the process of finding derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. So, we suppose here y equal to sin inverse 2x into square root of 1 minus x square. Here we put x equal to sin theta, therefore theta equal to sin inverse x, and this is implied that y equal to sin inverse 2 sin theta into square root of 1 minus sin square theta, because x is equal to sin theta, and this is implied that sin inverse 2 sin theta cos theta, and this is implied that y equal to sin inverse sin 2 theta, because 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to sin 2 theta, and already we know that sin inverse sin x is equal to x. Using this result, we get sin inverse sin 2 theta is equal to 2 theta, and this is equal to 2 sin inverse x. From above we have theta is equal to sin inverse x, so we put the value of theta here, and we get y is equal to 2 sin inverse x, and we can easily differentiate y is equal to 2 sin inverse x, that is dy by dx is equal to 2 into 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. Why? Because I have already discussed the derivative of sin inverse x is 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. So we get this is equal to 2 by square root of 1 minus x square. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to 2 by square root of 1 minus x square. Dear students, remaining questions of exercise 5.2 and 5.3 are homework. Thank you.